This conversion kit converts this Segway into this go-kart. That is right, the good folks over at Segway have created a brand new conversion kit to convert your Segway into a full-blown on go-kart. No, I'm not kidding with you. This thing is insanely fast. So let's go ahead and rewind, unbox this thing, and give it a test run.
Been a little too nice for y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. A6 all the hate. I won't get a ball today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the balls, I'm flipping the on record, off record. I still count wins when they got it. On record, off record. I let them take advantage. I was wildin'. On record, off record deals. Tell them talk to Colin for the quote. On record, off record. I still want the act, not the ghost.
So this here's our box, and it is huge. I mean, literally, it had like 4 people come drop it off, and I have to say it's probably one of the heaviest things we've seen here yet. Now, this thing weighs over 70 pounds, so do exercise caution if you are bringing it in your basement alone. Now, let's go ahead and open this thing up. All right, so we get ourselves a quick little user manual here. Okay, we have ourselves some batteries, we have ourselves a charger, we have a tool, and some brackets. So this is everything that it comes with, or essentially what you need. So you have the go-kart kit itself, which is already pre-built. Now you can go ahead and adjust the height as well as the width of it in terms of the steering as well as the front wheels. Now you get this bracket here which mounts onto our Segway, and then you have this conversion kit, and that's literally essentially the main hub of it. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and turn off our Segway just like this, and then from there we wanna get rid of this portion here. Now the way that's gonna work is first we're gonna go ahead and remove this bracket by simply unhinging it just like this. Next, we're going to go ahead and remove this red bracket. Essentially, the way you do this is by removing these 2 bolts over here, followed by using a conversion tool. This tool will clamp onto the red bracket, pushing it off, so you can go ahead and remove it. So next, we'll plug in the adapter. This will go into the power port, allowing it to connect to the go-kart, giving it communication via back and forth. Then we're going to go ahead and take the base plate, which will mount onto the Segway. This base plate will serve as our base for our go-kart to sit on, followed by placing our go-kart by lifting it up and sliding it underneath. Next, we'll use our Velcro straps to go ahead and securely strap down our Segway into the go-kart. This will keep it nice and snug, allowing it for not to move around in position. All right, and then we're gonna go and turn it on. And before we connect the power supply, we're gonna go and scan for it on our app, connect to the MiniPro, and then we have to change the MiniPro into go-kart mode. So we'll click on settings here, and then we'll click on go-kart mode and just make sure it's on. From there, we'll go ahead and connect, turn it off again, connect the 2 together, power it on, and now we're in go-kart mode. If you don't do that, you won't be able to use a go-kart, so that's a very crucial step that you might have trouble with. So our go-kart is finally complete, and overall I have to say it looks really nice. It has a very nice, almost like a F1 sleek kind of appearance to it. Now you do notice that this here is a white version. It does come in a black version as well. And then you can go ahead and mix and match with the Segway colors as well. This here is a black Segway that's mounted onto the white frame. Now working our way from the front or to the back to the front, more or less on the back you do see the Segway portion. You do have a battery life indicator. It's literally a plug and play, so you just go ahead and unplug it and replug it in, and you just charge it the same way as well. Now it does have metal bars on the back which allow you to go ahead and lift it up, but do keep it in mind it weighs a little over 75 pounds, so do note that in case if you're thinking that, hey, maybe can I carry this myself? No, good luck. Now, in terms of the padding goes, it's not that much. It's literally just a little foam cushion. It does come with a seat belt, so they highly recommend as you do go progress through the 3 different speeds. You have a beginner mode, a moderate mode, and then a fast or sports mode. You do have a handbrake that literally is a pressure plate that just goes ahead and pushes pressure against the tires itself, locking it in place. So it does make a good effort in terms of power sliding goes. Obviously, it's kind of hard to drift. You do need to brake traction, which you can't really do in an environment like this. Now, besides that, the brakes that are built into the go-kart itself are not that strong, meaning when you do brake, you kind of slowly stop to a stop rather than slamming to to stop itself. Now the accelerator is quite responsive, but again, you know, it's more of an instantaneous power just because it is a fully electric mobile. Now it is rear-wheel drive, so keep that in mind, as all the power is in the back. The front wheels are controlled using the steering. That steering itself can be adjusted in terms of the height as well as the length goes, meaning you just go ahead and have 4 bolts that you just go ahead and unscrew with using the tool that's provided. You can go and slide it closer or slide it back. I'm 5'11", I actually have it at the max height, and I still find it a little sluggish, meaning I wish I had a little bit more room too, so keep that in mind. Now, other than that, in terms of the steering goes, it does feel like it may be a little wobbly, but again, you know, it does do the job. A lot of it just has to do with the instantaneous power since it is an electric device. Now, it does require 6 AA batteries, that do come with it, and literally that just supplies power to the lights on the front and the back. So just keep that in mind in terms of when you're using it. And it does supply its own Bluetooth, meaning when you connect to it, you're connecting to the go-kart rather than the Segway. So with that being said, let's go ahead and try this thing out and see if we can go ahead and get a better idea how this works and see if this thing's actually worth it. Okay, so safety first, we just put our seatbelts on. We're gonna go and try this out. Now, essentially, it's a pretty straightforward go-kart. You got your gas pedal and your brake pedal, and then you just turn the steering wheel itself, and you got a handbrake, which you don't see too often as well. So let's go ahead and try this out. 3, 2, 1, go! It's actually very responsive. You know, the one beautiful thing about this is that it does give you instantaneous power because it literally is electric go-kart. So it doesn't have any delay in terms of the gas power one would. And then you have the handbrake to make it fun to go ahead and get those cool looking turns. Now, the turning radius isn't that great. Again, we are in a basement, so it does make kind of a difference in terms of how that works out. But essentially, whoa, it's really fast. Now, you can see that the brakes on the go-kart itself aren't that responsive. There's a bit of a delay. And it's actually easier to use the handbrake to get a quick stop. Now, besides that, I have to say it's actually a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and try getting back here again. There we go. And you can see that it's actually quite addictive. And you can actually turn it in a variety of different ways. Yes. There you go. And with that being said, if you guys had any questions, comment down below. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.